Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and we are taking a look at the Final Fantasy XV Windows Edition benchmark here today. I wanted to do this partly so I could test the stream and see how things are going to look, as well as check my hardware against basically what's necessary in order to actually run this thing here, because I need to make sure that this is actually going to work, and if there are any changes I need to make in the live stream before we actually get this thing in when the actual game releases in March. So we are here today checking it out. This is basically what it looks like once you get it installed and you open it up. You have a choice of high quality, standard quality, light quality. You can choose what resolution you're going to go for. Since I only have a 1080 monitor, that's the one I'm choosing here. And we're going to do this full screen instead of windowed. And I've set this to loop here. So let's go ahead and get this started and see what this looks like. And it looks like we have access to something called Ansil. We'll check that out later.
You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop. See you around.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
Alright, so let's see how this looks here. I want to make sure that the stream is staying stable here, but based on what I'm seeing here, this is staying fairly stable on my side here when I'm looking at the game itself. I am noticing a little bit of jitter here, but that may just be things loading off of my SSD here. Potentially those could get cleared up in the second pass here. I'm also curious what this is actually going to look like on the stream as well here. And in fact, let me take a look at that now. Actually, this is looking pretty good from what I can tell. But the one thing that I am noticing is it doesn't seem like I'm actually getting up to 60 frames per second. So that's not completely unexpected here. And it's definitely going to drive some of the decisions I make here. But I guess we're done with the car for now here. What is this? Rent a bird? Oh, Chocobo!
Easy now.
Let's see. Rooks, not that I've noticed. I don't think I've ever actually seen a benchmark tool in a Japanese game, but that's not to say they don't exist. I just haven't run across one before. Looks like we're getting a look at the weather effect here. And that's a cactuar I see there on the ledge. Got some nice reflection in the water there.
Thanks for the ride. We'll meet again.
I guess we are headed over to the dock here. No, actually I'm getting around maybe 40 to 45 frames per second. And in a game like this, I feel it's going to be more important to kind of show the visuals on it. Oh, that's a big fish there. So basically, I'm running an NVIDIA GTX 980 here. So if that's not able to handle going up to 60 frames per second, given that I actually want to show off clarity, I'm actually considering now dropping the Final Fantasy XV live stream when we get to it down to 30 frames per second. And now we're in the fight here, apparently. leaves after images or something here. I don't know a whole lot about Final Fantasy 15. I know about the whole controversy of what happened with... what is this now? Oh! It's Shiva! Okay. So this is what one of the summons looks like here. Alright, so I guess that finished them off here. Just for reference, this game is... okay, explosion. So this game is rated T for teen by the ESRB, so I don't think I'm in any danger of there being any issues with that. Plus, that's how Shiva's always been in the Final Fantasy games, so I'm not saying anything about that here. There's no reason to. I guess they are camping now. And that's... I did know at least about this here. That I guess, since this is kind of a road trip, there's going to be camping and all that sort of stuff involved. He's thinking about something there. Look at the detail on that. Nice. Alright. So... okay, standard. So, yeah. So, basically what that means is my video card is basically good enough. It's not going to hit 60 frames per second, but it's it should be good at 30 frames per second, and frankly, doubling up on the quality, I think it's going to be better than looking at the rather than looking at 60 frames per second in terms of there being clarity. And this does appear to be the second loop here. Now I am noticing a little bit of jitteriness in the stream at this point here. I'm wondering if you are all seeing that as well. Like, maybe it's only getting, like, 12 frames per second or something like that. If that's the case, I may have to do some more testing and see what else I can really do with OBS here. Yeah, and in fact, I think it's starting to get a little bit worse here. Alright, let me, in that case, let's close out here, because I wanted to try something else here, beyond just this here. Let me bring this over here. This is the folder. Regarding Shadowplay, I've tried Shadowplay in the past, and it doesn't give me as good quality. But although, then again, that was when I was just trying to capture video and not trying to do a live stream. So it might work. I guess I'll have to experiment with that. I wanted to bring this up because this is the folder for Final Fantasy XV's benchmark, and I wanted to take a look inside the data folder here. Because I know the other thing that I'm going to have to deal with here, given how much I try to avoid content ID matches on my channel, is I want to see what I can do here to kind of avoid, I think it's Florence and the Machine that are kind of doing the main theme for the game. So I want to see if maybe there's a possibility that I could maybe do a trick I've done with Phantasy Star in the past, whereby I basically swap some things around. Is it going to be this one or this one? Okay, so that's just one track. Is there more in here? Okay, here we go. So yeah, so we got like 6 tracks in here, and what I want to try to do let me make a copy of this so I can take this back. But now let me delete this, and let's make a copy of this, and let's rename it to Choco .win.mab. And now let me try running it again, and let's see what we get this time. Because what I want to try to do is I want to try to make it so that basically we're not going, basically I'll be able to avoid that music completely. I had to do this trick previously for Final Fantasy XIV to avoid the Heaven's Ward track that Uematsu created, because I know for a fact that that does trigger Content ID. But let's see what happens here.
You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop. See you around.
Alright, so we need to get down to where the Chocobo is for this to start playing here.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
But at the very least, it's nice that I am able to actually handle this in high quality on the stream here. I just have to see if I can figure out what's causing the stuttering issue on the stream itself, because the in-game graphics look fine to me. Like I said, I'm holding between 40 to 45 frames per second. That is not going to work for 60 frames per second on the live stream, so I'm pretty settled on that. I'm going to be running this at 30 frames per second, so I can double up on the quality of the image instead for this. Because the only way to get around that would basically be for me to buy another video card at this point here, which is not going to happen. I just got this a couple of years ago, and I see no reason in purchasing another at this point. But yeah, let's see what happens when the Chocobo comes along, and we will just kind of take it. What? Square? Okay, Square Enix, you screwed up. Take a look at this, I broke the benchmark. Okay, alright, so that's different. Okay. Well, since we have the time here, why don't we go for a little walkabout, and we'll check that other thing out in a short while here. Oh boy. So this is, just for reference, I'm using a keyboard here, so I'm not really sure what I was doing. I was just tapping on keys there, and it just broke. Okay. I don't seem to be able to control the camera at all, though, so... And this guy, unless I'm holding E down constantly, he's just constantly trying to swing his sword there. So, okay then. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of lag in there. Yeah, I'm wondering what else we'll be able to see around here. Let's see if I can get back to the road. Yeah, I'm actually getting some stuttering in the game now as well. So I think it's trying to load something, and because of what I've done here, it's causing the graphics to kind of stutter as it keeps trying to load and load and load, and nothing's happening. I wonder if that Chocobo's still around, and if I could actually get a higher score because of this. Okay. Floating rock. Floating rock. I get the feeling that this is not a finished map here, so... Or that was placed intentionally for the benchmark. Let's see what else we can find, though. It really sucks not being able to control the camera. I have completely lost the road, I think. Where even am I at this point? Oh, here's the pier. Okay. I wonder if maybe we'd be able to activate the thing still. No, it seems... Oh, wait, here we go.
It's showtime.
Noctis? You want to do something here, Noctis? Okay, I think that just soft-locked the benchmark here. Okay, alright, let me cancel out this and, let's start this up again. I still want to check out, to see if that music replacement worked. And then, we'll try out the Ansel thing after that, and then I'll see if I can reproduce that again, and, I guess we'll try going on a longer walk about that time.
You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop. Y'all take care.
Yeah, I guess if somebody could hack in certain things into the game, that would
Let's hit it.
or into the benchmark, that would definitely be interesting. But yeah, just looking around here, we got this huge lake, mountains in the background, all these trees. This is just a huge world, and we can pretty much walk wherever we want to. Like I said, I don't know too much about the game. I know about what happened between with Final Fantasy Versus 13, and the reason I know about that is because I had been following it while I was going through the regular Final Fantasy 13 series. Yes, I did actually go through that entire series, and I was able to enjoy the first Final Fantasy 13. I was able to enjoy that because I got into the feeling that I was basically joining them on their journey. I mean, sure, there were no paths and there were no towns to really kind of stop and relax at, but there was reason behind that.
Easy now.
So let's see here. Okay, yes, so the music swap here did work, and that's actually really good news, because that means once I can figure out where the Florence and the Machine music tracks are, I will go ahead and replace those with other tracks from the game, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so this is really good news. I'm probably gonna have to do some setup before I actually go live, though. In that case, because I there may be other things I need to do.
Thanks for the ride.
And if the thing is compressed in any way,
thanks,
in like a container file, there's the chance that I may not have access to a way to actually unpack that. So if that happens, I'll have to come up with another solution. But I've at least got something to go off of now here to help me with that problem. But yeah, this is really good news. So I'm set on what frame rate I'm going to be working at, and let's why don't we try out that Ansel thing here? So I've never used this before. Whoa. Can I zoom out or something, maybe? Here we go. Let's see here. So, field of view. Okay, that lets me get a much wider shot. And now I've got a fisheye lens. Okay. I can rotate the camera. Let's see here. 75, or 77 should be good, I guess. And there are, I guess, his friends or compatriots behind him. I guess this is more as a tool for taking screenshots. We can adjust the contrast and the brightness. Yeah, I've never... Oh, hey! Well, if we ever wanted to make this into an AHA video... let's see. Color enhancer. Oh, now that's looking really good. And just looking at the reflections coming off of this, this is really, really nice looking. What's this vignette? Oh, that just adds a shadow around the iris of the lens. Okay. Oh, I guess we can just make it black and white as well there. Style transfer. What is this? No, I'm not going to install anything right now. I don't have an HDR monitor, so I can't do anything like that. And, okay, yeah, so this is basically a picture-taking tool, it looks like. The only other thing here is the filters, and we can kind of just look at those here. Actually, what does this look like with Sketch on? You really can't even make anything out anymore, and in fact, I think that's really screwing with YouTube there, so I'm going to turn that off. Alright, let's say done here, and let's back out of the benchmark once again, and let's see if I can trigger that one more time. And from what I remember, all I was doing was just randomly tapping, like, QWE, ASD, and my two mouse buttons. Just to, I don't know, just as I was waiting for the music to start up. So hopefully I can trigger that again here. It's going to take us a few seconds to get down there again. See you around. But overall, this game is beautiful, and I can't wait to get my hands on it in March.
Ready for more?
You bet.
Let's hit it.
I can only imagine how much the world we're actually seeing here so far. And if there is... Because I know, at least with the PlayStation 4, there were a whole bunch of releases, and I don't know, if we get time, I might see if I can find a demo for this game. But once again, that's if I happen to wrap up Phantasy Star Online 2 and fast enough to actually have time to do something like that. But anyway, let's give this a try here. Let's see if I can trigger it. Oh, and I think we got it. Cool. Oh, wait. Oh boy, that chocobo's chasing me. Ah, get away, get away. I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. So at least this time he's not swinging his sword. But, you know, I've got a bird that seems like it wants to eat me on my tail. Or is it just simply stopping?
Easy now.
Oh! Oh, it got me. And now it's taking me back, I guess. You know, I wonder if this will actually trigger into everything. Yeah, once again, I'm noticing that stuttering. You know, there's a point where he hops off. Maybe I'll see if I can trigger it again at that point. But this potentially could be a way to artificially inflate your benchmark score. And if that's the case, that is not good, Square Enix. You really should not allow your players to do that. Alright, we are here.
Thanks for the ride.
Let's see.
Let's
if
go.
I can get them. Oh! I hopped right back on. Alright, here we go. So now we're riding a chocobo. Okay. Great. Unfortunately, I can't make him go faster. At least no buttons here seem to be doing anything for me, so... Alright. Then in that case, I guess we'll just, go on this walkabout for for a little while here. And again, I think this is a little bit slower than how I was running before. I don't know. Should I try to restart it and see if we can get a faster running speed? Once again, I'm unable to control the angle of the camera here. I guess we can take a look at these guys. I don't know, they seem to have like these patches of fur missing from them. But they almost look kind of like woolly mammoths or something, I guess. Oh, it's getting dark. And it has soft-locked again. Okay, so now I know that I should not ride around on the chocobo. I have to do this when I am basically free here, so... Okay. Let's try this one more time and see if we can avoid him.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm trying to think of what else I can really say at this point here. I just kind of want to go on the walkabout here.
Y'all take care.
I guess we're gonna have some time just waiting on the car and such.
Time to go. Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much freedom you actually have to steer this thing. Like, is this the kind of thing whereby you could go off-road? Could you potentially crash the thing into other oncoming vehicles? There are so many possibilities. Granted, I'm not trying to do this like Grand Theft Auto style or something like that. I at least remember all this, the car being in all the promotional materials, so I get the feeling we're gonna get that fairly early on, if not like from the start. Alright, here we go. So the question is, where is the point? It seems to happen right by the Rent-A-Bird stop here. Okay, got it. Alright, and he's chasing me again. Is there a way for me to maybe get far enough away that I could maybe lose him or something? Let's see here. I don't see him anymore. Okay, now I'm swinging my sword. Okay, I think we've gotten rid of him. Alright, so let me try getting back to the main road now. But yeah, if you're able to intentionally inflate your score like that, that is really going to cause Square some issues, because from what I understand, they are hosting the scores that they're getting live on the benchmark website. And so one score could potentially really skew things badly to the point whereby, say, you could have potentially an NVIDIA 560 beating out an NVIDIA Titan XP or something like that. I want to try to stick on the road here, just so I at least have some general idea that maybe this will lead to somewhere. Because otherwise we're just going to be wandering with no real direction here. But yeah, I guess Glasses here, what was his name? Igni, I think? Or something like that? Apparently he's the chef for the group. So we're definitely going to have to try out all that he has to offer. Oh, I think I'm actually seeing like the reflection of the sun on the ground a little bit here. Okay. I'm also curious just how much the world is actually available for us to wander around in here. Because we saw that floating rock a little while ago, indicating that potentially this might be an unfinished map. And in fact, there's another floating rock. As two of them, three, as I'm saying that. Oh, okay, so here's apparently the edge of the world, or something like that. Actually, I can walk around on it. Cool. I wish I had a way to just not have to worry about holding down the E key the whole time. I've actually switched over to using my other hand to hold it down at this point. But yeah, it's pretty obvious, based on what we're seeing here, you were not meant to see this far out. And in fact, oh, oh, look at that! We can see, I'm not sure what I want to call that, but basically kind of lines in the environment there. It's getting a little hard to see it there, but it's on the right side of the screen. And it has gotten dark. I guess they must have had to have taken out the trigger for battles, given that they didn't want a random battle interrupting the benchmark. Okay, I just walked over nothing there, apparently. Okay, so I guess let's keep going this way. Whoa! I don't want to fall. Oh, we got a tunnel here. Okay. I really wish I could turn the camera here just so I could at least see where I'm going. I just noticed I've lost my partners. I wonder if that's something that you could actually do in the game where you just leave them behind and they can't find you or something. Not that I'm saying I want to do that. I mean, the idea of what we're going to be doing in March is basically a road trip here. This is a long tunnel. I can say this much right now, I've already beaten my score. Okay. Oh. And down into the void I go. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen at the very least here. I didn't expect them to, like, have, like, the entire world map in here, so... Alright. So, yeah, that... And once again, it is soft-locked here, so... Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and quit out of this here. I think that was enough fun for something that I did not expect to happen here. But yeah, so that's a look at Final Fantasy 15. Hopefully there aren't any voids like that in the retail game, and in fact, I'm pretty sure there won't be any like that. But yeah, this was a look at the Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition benchmark in more ways than Square Enix expected here, that's for certain. And thank you for joining me today. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you next time.